Yes, hello, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to episode 22 of my F1 Manager 2022 playthrough as Mercedes. Brazil's up next. Let's get this right off the bat. Yes, I know I have a lot of money. As you can see, got 9 figures in the bank. And with that, I did want to do some facility upgrades prior to Brazil. So it'll be ready in time for the off-season. Most of these are going to go into the car development facilities. Going to go to the factory. It's going to cost 14 million, which is okay. Design center, that's 18 million. Also going to go towards the wind tunnel as well. And I think we'll just kind of hang on to our money for now. I mean, I just halved it right there. Maybe we'll buy some more out of Abu Dhabi. Probably will. But, yeah, we do have some engineers available to do some more research for next season, as again, we are capping our research for this season. Or designed for this season, I should say. Got the front wing research going to be done in 20 days. What have we not done yet? Got 2 done on the underfloor, 2 done on the suspension. Do some more on the rear wing. We already did 1 research project there. Probably dump half of our research into there. And half of our wind tunnel hours as well. Okay. And probably skew this towards top speed a little. Actually, does that take away from the cornering ability? It does not. Let's do that. Just increase top speed of the car. Got 4 engineers here. That'll be done in 40 days. Very good. Okay. So yeah, do ATR period. That's how we were able to use that right there. Got some scouting reports coming in. Got Frederick Vesti, excuse me, who's the actual Mercedes reserve driver. Or in the young driver team, pool, whatever. Gonna have his scouting report complete. Current plan after next season, if Lewis retires, is we'll promote Nick DeVries. And again, this is current. This could change. Could scoop up a free agent. Current plans to promote Nick DeVries to Lewis's seat. Probably bring Vesti on as the reserve. Kind of sort out, well, not like real life because he's not there yet, but might be the plan for the future, but again, a whole lot of time till that happens. Got a whole nother season. But first, we gotta complete this season. So, off to... Actually, no, before we do that, I believe there's some parts on the car that we gotta work on. Let's see, Lewis's engine's good. We'll just keep that engine on for George. ERS. Both cars is okay. Gearbox. Slap that first one on Lewis's car. And gonna need a new one for George. That's gone George's car, so he'll have a grid penalty this week. And here we go. Off to Interlagos for the Brazilian Grand Prix. Alright, Q1 is in the books here at Interlagos, and Leclerc is in a must-win situation here. Not just a must-win, he's probably going to hope for some misfortune for Verstappen as well. Red Bull have been fastest this weekend though. But as you can see, both Ferraris have a grid penalty. I guess it kind of equalizes itself from Mexico, where both Red Bulls had a grid penalty. But Ferrari's going to be behind the 8 ball this weekend. Also with grid penalties, Fernando Alonso. Both McLarens, Yuki Tsunoda, and Sebastian Vettel. But after Q1, Sergio Perez the fastest over both Ferraris, just barely. Got Lewis behind in P4. Pretty good pace this weekend. But we'll see if it holds during the race. George down P10, which is okay, it's just Q1 here. And eliminated, no surprises, both Aston Martins, both Williams, and Mick Schumacher. Well, to the surprise of nobody, Perez still fastest, or Red Bulls are still fastest. But Leclerc's just on Perez's heels, 2,000s behind him. Behind the top 3, who are all pretty much nose to tail on the timesheet up there. Got Lewis in P4, George in P7. should be safe from elimination. Currently on the outside looking in, both McLarens, who again will have grid penalty. Both AlphaTauris, kind of a shockingly slow lap from Gasly there, and Zhou Guanyu. Good lap from Magnussen, P8 just behind George. And Esteban Ocon looks like he's got that pace carrying over from Mexico. But again, halted all development on the car for this season, so not going to make any gains back in Alpine. We've just got what we've got till the very end here. Gasly jumps up to P5. So is Alonso. See if George can jump up. He's currently on the elimination zone. Just barely. Now here's the thing. Even if the McLarens go faster and bump us, even with their grid penalties, they'll still be in Q3 and we won't be. Lewis is P5. See if what Joe does here. He could bump us. And he doesn't. So both of our guys going to get into Q3 here. Fastest, Max Verstappen, who, we'll just show this real quick. Leading by 17 points. If George doesn't win, or if Max wins, the title's his basically. Let's see, 17. Let's say. Yeah, I gotta do math. Actually, no. Okay, if George finishes, not George, if Charles finishes third, then that'd be the case.
Here's the Ferrari.
Well, to compound their issues, Sainz just had a spin turn 8 on his first flyer.
There it is.
Or there might have been a cooldown lap.
Out.
Nope, that was on the flyer. Get our guys ready to go, and Sainz still goes to P2 anyway. So what the hell do you have cooking there on that lap? Who knows? We'll see on our second flyer. All right, riding along for Lewis this lap. Lay land so far. Ferrari's now fastest, but again, grid penalties. So Verstappen effectively on pole over Bottas. That's a shocker. Who's over Perez? Who's over Lewis? George is in P7. Got the Alpines right behind us. And Pierre Gasly in 10th. Looks like it's going to be a two-stopper this weekend with the length of the race. And look at that track time, 52 degrees Celsius. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. Wow. So anyways, with that, didn't use every single medium compound we had because I think we're going to have 2 stints on the medium. More on that once we pick a strategy. Probably going to spend a decent amount of time on that. Anyways, both of our guys, personal best in Sector 1. Verstappen, he has a PB Sector 1, doesn't improve Sector 2. We improve Sector 2 with Lewis. Same as George, is doing a big sweeper uphill. I don't know if we'll jump up with Lewis at all. Let's see. Oh, no. Okay, all right. Jump up over Perez. We're not going to be faster than Bottas, though. George improves, but stays P7. As Ocon jumps him. Alonso jumps him 2. Those things are getting a little bit tighter here. At the front of the field, Perez goes to P2. 0.02 of a second behind. Gasly improves and jumps George, so George really down the field here. See what Verstappen does. Went for another flyer, looks like. It's not improving, though. So I'll increase the time a little bit. Still not improving. Here he comes across the line. Let's see who the effective pole sitter will be. He's Sergio Perez over Max Verstappen. Bottas is effectively starting P3rd, I think, or P3. All right, partly cloudy for the race. As you can see, unused sets of tires. We got 2 mediums and 1 hard compound. So with that, I don't think it really matters what pace we go here. We're not going to push the tires because, again, we're expecting a really hot track temp. But maybe... Hey, no, it's fine as is. We'll go medium, hard, medium on both drivers. I know it's the end of the season. We're trying to differentiate the strategies just a little bit, but Oh yeah, softs, those are not going to be viable. Now we're trying to differentiate the strategies a little bit, but just keep it like that. So if you may remember from Mexico, we were having some issues with the fuel through the whole race, and especially for Lewis at the very end. So probably not going to push as hard on the fuel here through the entire race, but just for the start, obviously we're going to push a little. Anyways, effective starting spots here. Lewis P4, George P7. Here we go.
It's time for the Sao Paulo
All right,
Grand Prix.
Sergio Perez starting on pole.
And it's
Let's see where the Ferraris are starting. All the way in the back. Leclerc P18, Carlos Sainz P19. So as they take the green, Verstappen will be your champion. And Red Bull should be the Constructors' champion as well. Long way to go, 71 laps. See how we get on here. Sainz already lost a spot.
It's a race position gained for Mercedes.
Take a look at the weather. Expecting some cloud cover. I don't know if it's going to be mostly or completely sunny for any stretch of time today, but see what we can do up front. Verstappen looked like he was challenging. There's Leclerc now at the P15. Gonna get another one around the Williams for P14 for Charles. Lewis now up to P3 around Bottas, very good. Starting to click off a lot of podiums here.
It's a race position gained for Mercedes.
Especially towards the tail end, that new underfloor is just doing wonders for us. Hopefully you can keep it up. George still stuck behind Ocon, Gasly. Probably just bide our time a little bit until we get a little more space. Lewis, you can probably dial that back a little bit as well. Staying behind these guys. Let's see if anyone for the softs. The only ones who win the softs: Mick Schumacher, Guan Yu Zhou, Guan Yu, and Sebastian Vettel. Everyone else on the mediums. No one's going to be one-stopping it. In case someone asks me, why didn't you one-stop it? Well, if you look at the wear rates that we're expecting through the whole race, actually, I can bring them up right now. There's no way that, you know, even just extend these out a little bit, these tires are going to be under 30%, and they're really unpredictable there. There's really no way we could ever one-stop it here at Interlagos. Interested to see for tech regs if, well, I imagine, you know, you can't change to another tire manufacturer. Pirelli, I imagine, is licensed for the game. But if you could change, like, the mechanics of it, or if you like want to go for like harder tires for a specific season or whatever, that'd be pretty neat. So while Charles now climbing up to P13, looking around Lando Norris should have P12 here. This DRS is now available for everybody. Carlos not making any time up. Back at P12, we got a something happened here. Gasly looks like he went off. Went off big, looks like. He's still stuck there.
Let's
see what happened.
There. Now look at this, it's Pierre Gasly.
Just goes wide.
That could have been much worse.
They've been under pressure there. So Verstappen has jumped to the lead and he holds the fastest lap. As Leclerc's now up to P11. Got everyone kind of run neutral right now. Not pushing on the fuel, not pushing on the tires. We're not going to push around the tires around here at all. Track temp a bit colder than qualifying, but 44-degree track temp, that's still very high. Bottas still just hanging on here, but we got a bit of a gap between Bottas and Ocon. George just kind of hanging out here. Alonso taking a look around the outside. Leclerc is now up in the points. Probably flip George to overtake with the ERS here in a little bit. Lewis just going to keep riding out here. Oh, Lewis is getting challenged by Valtteri here. Let's go back and fight again. Just set that to defend for now. George, let's turn this up. Let's go for the overtake as well.
Let's lift and coast.
Yep, fine.
I feel like we defend that well enough. That's all right. Coming to the final corner for George. See if we get the ERS and DRS working. And I know for closing time. Nope, wanted that back on neutral. See if we can get him down to the run here. George, look to the inside. Come on. Our car's sitting duck on the straight, but well, thought he was taking a look. Just won't get it that time.
Look now.
Well, it happened a full lap later.
Just watch
Finally
the
had the DRS run here. As George goes around the outside Vocon, we're up to P5 now. We switch to ERS to defend as well. If we jet away, I think we're going to be stuck in his DRS range, but that's all right. Up front, Verstappen still not shaking Perez just yet. I imagine he's got the raw pace to do that. We're still hanging out right behind Perez, though. Let's go ahead and flip that back. Window should be opening about 14 laps or so.
Okay.
A little less. Oop, someone ran wide. That was Gasly again.
Looks like there's been a lockup.
Oh,
Let's
lockup
take
that
a
time.
Closer look. Now look at this. It's Pierre Gasly. And yes, that's the lockup.
Only driver with incident so far. Not a great look for the Frenchman. And while not French, but kind of close, gas driver Charles Leclerc. Still 7 seconds behind Verstappen, but up to P8 now. He's got to get to P2 to hope that Verstappen doesn't win the title today as someone goes wide. It was
Look at that. They've
Schumacher
run
that time.
Let's have a look. Now just focus on
Leclerc
the
since
hats.
gotten around. Oh, he just goes
They go
wide, but he
wide,
keeps the
right
pace
off
up.
the racing line.
So, could have been worse for the
The
second-year
team
driver.
had such high hopes.
Probably playing defense now. I imagine Ocon's going to go right past, going in this corner. Yep, weren't able to get far enough. Alonso's looking for a double Alpine overtake here.
Yeah, copy. There's only so much I can do.
That's true. It's about to get swallowed up to the player here, though.
Alpine just advanced.
Stellar drive for Charles. Yep, now 11th spot. Ooh. Sector 2, what happened here? Someone ran wide. Who did this time?
Someone run wide
Lando.
there. Here's the replay. Watch this. We're looking at Lando Norris.
Same spot where Mick
Well
went.
off the racing line there. That isn't good.
Doesn't cough up any positions on track, though.
And that was a
Hey, look at
bitter
that telemetry
blow for
for.
the team.
Charles is the man on mission. Oh, just getting swallowed up now as Leclerc goes blasting by. Alonso's probably going to get George as well. No, fending him off there, but Leclerc now up to P6 with the fastest lap. Championship standings as they run. It's still Verstappen's title by 6 points.
Now watch this.
Jumping ahead a
Lewis
little, looking a little
Hamilton
speedy up
involved in
here.
this
Verstappen and Perez were battling, which allowed us to get DRS. Get around Perez.
one.
Bottas gets around him as well.
Position there. Oh, they make it
So the
look
second Red Bull
easy.
driver falls to P4. But still 4-car
I
breakaway
think it's
here.
safe to say that went down.
That guy back there looked like Daft Punk. Charles, meanwhile, making a slight dent. Not making much headway towards the front. The gap's still 7.2 seconds. It's not fully shaken Ocon yet. He's just about out of DRS range, though. As George loses a spot to Alonso. That might be overtaken by a Haas as well.
That's a good overtake from Alpine.
Someone ran wide. I don't know who it was. What was that?
I think someone's run wide.
Latifi.
You can take a look now.
This is that corner where you go wide, doesn't stop you though. He's fine. Well, fine's a relative term. He's still back in P20. Half lap behind the leaders just about.
I need clean air. I cannot do anything.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the problem. Because as you can see,
Haas with an overtake
engine's
there.
starting to go a little bad for him. It's maxing out to P7 actually. I don't know if we want to burn the new engine on George. Well, we could. I got grid penalty for Abu Dhabi, but again, third place in constructors is locked up, so hey. Lewis got a lot of excess fuel. Start pushing that again. Just saying with Max up here.
Let's
Well, I
see
wasn't
what
expecting this,
happened
but hey,
there.
I'll take it.
Now, just watch the Mercedes here.
Prime overtaking corner of the day. Lewis to the lead. Pit window should be opening up in about 2 laps, though. Got George 12 seconds behind. We could pit on the same lap if we wanted to. We might pit George first, so we can hopefully get him undercut on some of these guys. Because Lewis, I imagine Max is going to get by us with no problem here. Yes, see, there he goes. Kind of less concerned about winning, even though our chances are looking kind of decent right now. I'm just more concerned about George doing a little bit better. Yeah, turn 6 just catching people out. Alonso goes wide
Well,
again.
I don't know what they were thinking
Oof.
there. They're completely off the racing
We
line.
chopped off Magnussen, I think. Is that Magnussen?
The team are really...
Yeah. Nearly killed the Haas right there. All right, Pit window should be opening now. There we go. So George we'll bring in about 3 laps. So bring him in on the optimal lap. And Lewis will have enter probably 1 lap later. Speaking of Lewis, back to lead. Oh, we got people pitting. All right, we got Schumacher going in. They're going the hards. Alonso.
This is awesome work, Lewis. Come on.
Alonso's on the hards. Joe going on the hards. Don't know how many people are going to go medium, hard, but edge of medium, hard, medium is going to be the prime strategy here.
And think about left lifting coast.
George, take a look around the outside. I don't know if that's going to work. Try to make it work. A clear update down to P5. Still got the fastest lap. Closing down 6 seconds now. And just barely making it so Max is not clinching, but it's making it pretty much a certainty at Abu Dhabi, though. Goes George up around Ocon. No, not Ocon. Magnussen. So Ocon's actually still hanging out with Leclerc up here. As jetted away. We go for Verstappen now coming in the pits. He's going on the hard tire.
It's now.
know, we probably could pit both guys and be fine here. So, you know what? We're going to do just that. Have Lewis come in on the hards here. Actually, no, let's see what we could do. We'll still keep Lewis out one extra lap, but George, you'll come in this lap. Onto the hard tire you go. Verstappen comes out P9.
We've had a big crash here.
Big crash. Is it going to be a safety car? Show me safety car. BSC?
And a yellow flag.
Nope.
Let's take a
Just
closer
no to
look.
crashes turn
Now
1.
look at this. It was the AlphaTauri driver involved.
Ooh, just go straight.
Thank goodness nobody else was involved.
Chunks carbon fiber go flying. No safety car, really. Bit surprised about that. Is anyone else coming pits? It's going to be Bottas this time. All right. George is coming in. We'll have Lewis set to come in this time.
Leave that goes for fuel.
There we go.
Copy.
Whole bunch of people coming in. Got Bottas in, Ocon in, Magnussen, Russell, Sainz, Norris. There we go. We're going the hard tire.
So Valtteri is now pitted.
I think everyone's going the hard tire.
Here's the
Ooh,
replay.
what happened to Leclerc?
Watch this. There's Leclerc.
Spin in turn 1. That's going to
What a
hurt.
spin.
Just coughing up more track position there. See, jump Magnussen pretty well, actually. That was a weird glitch. There's no way we had a 0-second pit stop right there. All right, so George currently out P9. Who has not pitted yet? Perez, Leclerc, Ricardo, and Lewis, who's pitting this lap. Sergio coming in as well. And hopefully we get out in front of the Red Bull. Leclerc also pitting. He's a bit further back. We'll go on the hard tire. Perez going to the medium. As we jump the Red Bull, very good. Leclerc going to the medium. Verstappen well ahead to the lead. So he got the undercut on us. We should get out ahead of Bottas though. And Bottas clear Perez. Thing is though, Max out of DRS range, so that's going to hurt. Clears out ahead of Ricardo. And through all of this, George has actually gained time of Fernando, so this has kind of worked out.
Now look at this.
Third
It's
time
Pierre
run wide
Gasly.
or whatever for
And
Gasly
there's
here.
the lockup. It almost got
Coming
away
to a
from
big
him
stop there off
entirely.
turn 7. It's coughing up even more track position. He's going to be still stuck back in P18. He's got both Aston Martins ahead of him. Yee. So Bottas jumped us. That's fine right now, as actually Sainz gets around Russell as well. Sainz also on the hard tire, so he's finally making up some
And
time.
Ferrari just gained a place.
Not worried about, well, we're still pushing on fuel for Lewis because he's stockpiling a lot at the moment. But it's just a 3-car train here. Bottas over Hamilton. Over Perez. It's getting a little bit worse for George as we've fallen off the pace from Sainz, so we're probably just going to hang out for P10 here. Still fighting with Magnussen, though. Lewis still in this little train up here with Bottas and Perez. Oh, we're losing time to Verstappen, who's 4 seconds up the road. Leclerc still trying to shake Ocon. He's 8 seconds back, and he spun a little bit earlier, so trying to claw anything back up. I'm thinking stick a fork in this. This title fight is probably over. Although, you know, less than 50 to go. Still a lot can happen. Still one pit stop left here. This might give us some breathing room. Perez goes wide a little, but it was turn 6.
And they won't be happy
They don't really get penalized for going that far, so, or for that corner.
The team are devastated.
And plus turn 7 would be a whole nother deal. George just slipped back to P11. We're going to use overtake, get back by Magnussen.
So you have overtake.
Covering.
Because I think we might be able to get back up to the train of Ricardo, Alonso, and Sainz here. Actually, Ricardo still hasn't even pitted yet. They might try a one-stopper. That's a bit bold if that's the case. Really surprised they hadn't pitted yet, so should still be on for points. Do want to get by Magnussen, though. Probably close enough to do it into turn 3 down here. Take a look. Okay. Well, at least Kevin's in DRS range of the train in the front now, so whatever. Dial that back, just put the fuel up. Just let it play out.
Reduce lift ankles.
This is really falling off now. I'm not sure why. Our gearbox is starting to get a little worn, but just lost P4 to Leclerc and fell off the pace from Perez and Bottas. We didn't go wide or anything. So I'm a bit curious as to what happened. Been pushing on the fuel. It's actually falling back to Ocon now. George still hanging on to Magnussen, who's hanging on to Ricardo, who's hanging on to Sainz. As Alonso's starting to slip away a little bit. But Ricardo's still pitting. His tires are pretty shot at the moment. So I imagine probably get him on the track before he even dives in for the hards.
Tires are getting hot.
Hey, Fab. Just gonna need some lift and coast.
Understood.
Fuel up front, even after going wide in 6, which again doesn't really count. Well, we lost P2 just now, but was a Red Bull 1-2 again. Verstappen still 6 seconds up the road. We're just trying to hang on here with Lewis. Bottas on for another good run. I think this should be his second podium of the season. If he hangs on, at least. George back in the top 10 with an easy pass around Ricardo, who again is still staying out on the original mediums. They could very well pit now, going to the hards. So I'm not really sure why he hasn't pitted yet. So I'm interested to know what tires he's even got left in the pits. So hey. Yeah, a little bit later, why not? Another good pass here. Now up to P9. We'll take it down the inside this time. George now up to, well, as I said, P9 around Kevin Magnussen.
Gaining a position there.
I think up next up the road is Alonso, who's 4 seconds ahead as Sainz gets around him. Both Ferraris slowly climbing their way back up. Sainz might get to Ocon and Lewis, but probably not to the leaders, unless we get a safety car soon. If we did have a safety car now, no way we're changing tires. Just keep carrying on. Charge that up a little bit.
Charge the pack.
Copy.
Not really gained on Alonso anyway, so what's the point? Well, almost had the fastest lap of Lewis somehow. Not sure what we did. I guess just had a lot of DRS as Leclerc is going to fight his way onto the podium here, looks like, as we're approaching halfway. Nope, didn't get that time. Gets the wing open, but here comes Lewis. Maybe on the outside. No.
And equally there, I cannot do anything.
Set the fuel back to balance now as we've burned the excess.
Pass with an overtake.
It's a 4-car train now. Ricardo finally in the pits.
The hot and temps, just going to need some lift and coast.
Going on the hards. Definitely one stopping it. But what condition are the hard tires in? I think they're a fresh set. Definitely think they stayed out way too long in the mediums though. Stroll also coming in the pits. Has, yep, fresh set of hard tires for Ricardo. They're going to try one stopping it. I wouldn't do that. Anyways, we're halfway here. Verstappen lead by 6.5 seconds over Perez, who's trying to shake himself free from Bottas and Leclerc as they're fighting third. Lewis stalking the both of them. And we got Ocon P6, Carlos Sainz P7, fighting with his fellow countryman, Fernando Alonso. A little further back for the final point, got Kevin Magnussen in 9th over George Russell in P10. Then Schumacher is 4 seconds behind. So, decent run for Haas today. On the cars down a lap. Usual suspects, both Aston Martins and both Williams.
Definitely broke your game here.
There's a good pass right there.
Proud of you.
Kevin taking a look again.
Moved up a place.
Might get that back. Get him back on the inside. There we go. Still trying. So we got Williams up ahead.
Right,
So much for being 4 seconds behind us because Mick Schumacher just goes straight off there.
And that
It's a
could be costly.
pretty hard stop. Loses a lot of time to Lando Norris.
That's going to be a big blow to the team.
As the second Haas driver is now down P12. And sandwiched in between Norris and Zhou Guanyu. .30 to go. Leclerc now fighting his way up to P2. And he's got the fastest lap, so his championship battle is still alive. Just barely. Just got hope for Max to basically DNF at Abu Dhabi. Hell of a charge coming from P18 though. George and Kevin still fighting though. They kind of keep trading the lap, or trading the position every single lap here, so not too concerned about him dropping back to P10. He was still hanging on to P5 behind Bottas, Perez, and Leclerc. Pit window should be opening up in a few laps. Probably going to undercut Lewis here. Seemed to work for Max in the previous pit stop, even though the Red Bull pit crew is on a whole nother level. George will probably bring on the optimal lap. Though we could, you know, bring him in the same time as Lewis. Looks like Red Bull's heading out to the pit lane. Again, both their guys are on mediums. So it could be for either driver here. So Perez will be the first to dive to the pit lane for their second stop. He's going to go to the hard tires here. Because he should come out probably ahead of Sainz. Actually, Sainz might get him here. Right past turn 1. At least Sergio will have some clean racetrack to deal with here. Don't think Fernando's going to get past him. There he goes, out P7. Someone ran wide. Who was that?
We've just had a car run wide.
Ocon that
Let's
time.
take a look at the replay.
But again, it's
Now have a
turn
watch
6.
of this. Looks like Ocon.
So it's
Going
not
wide.
really running wide. Gasly in the pits for his second stop. He'll go to the medium. Oh, going on the hards. Another set. Okay. As we got floating tires. Leclerc now coming in the pits. I think he's currently on the medium. No, he's on the hards. He'll go to the mediums here. Or another set of hards. Okay, all right. Everyone's got some weird strategies today. Whatever. I think everyone burnt a lot of their mediums up in the practice sessions. Meanwhile, we strategized to keep another set of mediums. Or keep a fresh set of mediums, so that should hopefully work out for us. Block up in turn 3 for Carlos Sainz, looks like.
Sainz is the focus here.
So this is turn 3.
And this
Goes real wide, comes to a stop for a little bit. Still yet to pit, but that's going to bring him right up to his teammate. Actually could help Leclerc get some DRS. As Leclerc actually came out of the pit stop a little bit ahead of Perez. Being held up by his teammate though. Carlos still battling him.
This is awesome work. Come on.
Up around Bottas, but again, it's a DRS train. They're just going to keep trading it back and forth. Alonso now pitting. He's going to fresh set mediums, or, yep, mediums. There he goes. Question now is when's Verstappen going to pit? Was Verstappen on the hards the whole? I guess he was.
This is good stuff.
George now to P8. Alonso's now just exiting the pits. We're going to bring Lewis in now for the undercut. Going on fresh set of mediums. There you go.
So we'll box.
So this up.
Well, keep Magnussen out. His tire's a little bit fresher than ours. That might be why.
Save
Deploy
fuel.
some ERS here
Yeah, copy.
on the end lap for Lewis.
Haas with an overtake.
Lewis looking to the left. Should be coming in here. Oh, Bottas coming in as well. So for a real good pit stop. First mediums waiting. On they go. 2.5. Frame rate's kind of stuttering here. That's weird. Down away, get around Bottas, so pretty good pit stop right there. Off we go. Deploy, push. As signs. Oh, okay. Kind of weird there, but get out ahead of him. Sainz still on the one stopper at the moment, so he should be coming in just a little bit. This should all work out for us. Kevin will bring in right now. Medium tire. There you go.
Box, box, box.
Kind of a late
Yes,
call.
box.
So we are low on battery at the moment.
Yep.
Ocon now pitting.
So just charge that pack.
Understood.
Optimal lap, we already pitted. Alright, Magnussen coming in as well as Sainz.
Someone's run wide.
Albon goes wide, turn 6. Not going to bother looking because it's just turn 6. There we go. 2.6, that's a pretty good stop for George. He usually pits with like 2.7. Right down and away. So jumps Magnussen. Norris now just exiting the pits. All right, we'll take that.
Reduce, lift and course.
Come on.
Increase in lifting.
So everyone tire-wise, mostly on the mediums here. Though the top 3 are still in the hards. Verstappen's still yet to pit though. Someone runs wide. Sector 1.
I think we've had a car run
Verstappen,
wide.
but turn 6. So, no need to look at that.
So stop and charge.
All right, back to battling Bottas. Well, we got 18 to go now, and they still have not pitted Verstappen yet, and his tires should be at the 30% threshold, or they're almost there. Real curious as to why they haven't pitted him yet, because that gap is starting to shrink. As Perez is actually now out of DRS range with Leclerc. He should still, well, Verstappen, even with that current gap, should still hold the lead when he pits. But still nobody moving in the Red Bull garage. Oh boy. I'm adopting pronunciations. Man, look like Lando's like trying to lap himself there. That's how much his pace is falling off. Quick update on our guys. Hamilton's fallen off Bottas a little bit. Kind of just keeping our tires current way they are. Don't want to push too hard. Keep running wide, even if it is turn 6. Same goes for George. Though George has got a bit of a gap on Magnussen now by 2 seconds. We're going to have no shot at Alonso unless we got a safety car. I think I realized what Red Bull's trying to do, because Verstappen's still out there. It's going to be coming to 14 to go here. I think they might be trying to go softs. Which, I'm just going to show this as an example. We're actually not going to be pitting here, but they should be able to go distance. They'll get chewed up a little, but they keep him out there. He should make it no problem. That's a strategy I didn't quite see coming. And imagine once he's on the softs, if it currently stands, if Leclerc's in P3, I think Max will be able to steal the fastest lap away from him. So Leclerc needs to get this pass off right here. So I'll swing it 3 points in his favor, which put him 23 back. So not over yet. 26 though, Max will have on a tiebreaker for most wins, so Still staying out. Should be pitting him within the next few laps, though. As he's under 30%, should have major pace fall off now. All right, Leclerc now up to P2. And gap's now under 22 seconds. They're going to have to pit Verstappen now because Leclerc's just running away from Perez at this point. Then again, I'm not a Red Bull strategist. Under 21 seconds. I mean, I know softs are going to do wonders for Max, but going to negate Charles charging in here. Now it's down 10 to go, and they're just making it harder on themselves. Leclerc should be able to jump him easily, as Verstappen's now about a second and a half. Perez is a second and a half behind Leclerc now. As it currently stands, Leclerc is 16 seconds behind Verstappen and closing quickly. Should be able to get there in no time. He's just taking like tenths out each scoring loop to go past, so I don't know why they haven't pitted him yet. Unless they're just trying to make bring him into range of the soft tires that they have available. Because there's no way he can one-stop it. That treads down 21%. And once it hits 15, I believe it's like critical. Or gives like a critical warning. But while it is 10 to go, quick review of points paying positions. Again, Leclerc's now just about over 14 seconds back. Perez P3, Bottas P4, 2.5 seconds up the track from Hamilton, who in turn is 12.5 seconds up over Ocon, who's ahead of Alonso. Sainz, who's battling Alonso. Got George Russell back in P9, and he has put 3.5 seconds over Kevin Magnussen. Disappointing run for George today, but got an engine that's starting to ail on this, as well as ERS is starting to go bad. This seriously might be the dumbest AI strategy call I've ever seen. There is 0 point to having to stay out this late. 0. It's going to get... Probably even Bottas is going to jump him here. Okay, well now he's coming in the pits, but it's going to be too little too late at this point. Verstappen's already charged out of the final corner. See, there he goes on the softs. Leclerc's going by right now, so he's going to take points back, and there goes Perez. I mean, he's going to be charging quick, but see Bottas going past. He should be going past. He goes past. Only Lewis is going to get stuck behind him. So I don't get it. It's like it just swung. Now it's only a 3-point lead. What are they doing? I mean, Constructors is down, you know, they're only taking 2 points out, so it's still looking pretty favorable for Red Bull, but once again, it's going to be down to the wire in Abu Dhabi for a second year in a row. I mean, I imagine he'll get, you know, fastest lap here, and probably at least get third from Bottas, but timed out way too late. How much tread they got in there? I mean, it's still warm, but that's a head scratcher. Well, good for Charles, I guess. Fastest lap and climbed all those points from that 18th place grid position to now lead the Brazilian Grand Prix. Verstappen's made quick work of Verstappen made quick work of Bottas, and he's still jetting away. Could be on his way to setting fastest lap here. I don't think he's going to get there in time. see here if he gets it. Yep, new fastest lap easily. So now standings as they run. Now it's up to 8-point lead. 3 to go now for Charles Leclerc. Leads now up. Oh, he goes wide. Are you kidding me? Oh, wow. This thing has absolutely everything.
Got a car.
He stopped. Is that a safety car? I can't. He crashed. I can't believe that. That's going to be the title. That is going to be the title. He's rolling. Wing's gone. Now it's like cutting to him, like 3 to go. He had this thing won. His championship hopes going to Abu Dhabi. We're looking alive. And he bins it. Just like that. Oh. Well, it's 26 points. That'd do it. If it stays this way. Someone else locked up. I heard a crunch.
We've had a big crash.
Another big crash. What now?
It's a crash.
And it's
Let's have
Bottas. That's why I heard a crunch.
Valtteri Bottas. Clearly, something
Blammo.
went very,
Carbon
very
fiber
wrong.
everywhere. That was just falling off here at the end. Okay, well, we'll gladly take another podium. That's cool.
Two more.
2 to go now. What else can possibly happen? Let's get around these two. That was easy. George is on his own in P9. Don't have to worry about him. Clear up to P4. So it's, well, nope. It's still, no, it's 24 points, so it's not over. It is not over. He's trying to stay alive. Bottas, I don't think he pitted right there. Yo, that car's just dead. He's holding people up. That's amazing. Still some things need to work on with the AI in this game, but... Oh. He's just crawling! That's amazing. Well, here comes George, and they're getting by him. Move, go. Get around him, go. Come on. Just left, go left. Left. Right. Oh, gosh.
Coming.
Just go. There we go. That was dumb. Oh, it's just to bend. Or deploy it. Just get out of here. Anyways.
Mercedes moved up a place.
Yeah, well, that was kind of a cheap spot, but... Sergio Perez.
Watch out for the RS.
Yeah, we burned through the RS. Okay, well. We'll just go set it neutral so don't lose any lap time on the harvest. Final corner. Sergio Perez. I won't say he stole one because pretty much started down the front row. He's going to score the victory at the Brazilian Grand Prix. Here comes Max Verstappen. Still got the fastest lap. He's going to finish P2. Hasn't locked up the title just yet. As Lewis is going to get yet another podium in P3.
Flag now.
Charles Leclerc going to get P4 here. It's going to set up a, it's probably going to be an anticlimactic duel in Abu Dhabi, but Leclerc finishes P4. Ocon, another stellar run in P5. As Alonso and Sainz battling. Who's going to get it? Ooh, Sainz looking. And the veteran Alonso, P6 over Sainz. Should be a nice easy battle here for George. P8. Well, that was a doozy. So getting the rest of the points there. Kevin Magnussen, P9. Daniel Ricciardo makes the one stopper work somehow. Probably because Bottas falling off there. He's going to get the final point over Norris, Schumacher, Bottas, Gasly, Zhou Guan Yu, Yuki Tsunoda, Vettel, Stroll, Albon, and Latifi. Driver standings, again, 24 points, so as long as... Well, if Max crashes out, Charles is going to need to just win the race, but if Charles scores, or if Max scores a single point, it's over. No matter... Well, actually, we're just going to have to do the math, because I think if Charles wins and gets the fastest lap, and Max finishes P9, it'll go to Max, so Max just needs to finish like P8 or higher, and he'll get the title. So, constructors-wise, Ferrari stretches that out over, or Red Bull stretches out over Ferrari. That's now at 40, what is that, 47 points, which, let's do some math. Yeah, so Red Bull is the constructors champion for the year. And again, they're virtually the drivers champion anyway with Verstappen, but you never know. The player just threw away a certain race win right there, so anything could happen. It's Abu Dhabi. Hey, hospitality area is refurbished. Very good. Yeah, there's really nothing ahead of the race weekend here, so it should be a pretty quick pre-race next episode. The final episode of Season 1, well, besides the off-season episode I'm going to do. But check the inbox here, blah, blah, blah. We're just going to switch on the new parts of the cars at the moment. Oop. Engine, that's good on Lewis's car. Whatever, we'll just keep the same one on George's car, even though it's pretty broke. ERS to find Lewis's car. I'll keep the same one on George's car just so we avoid the grid penalty. We will order a new gearbox for Lewis. Because 30%, I'm not going to screw with that. Still got the same gearbox on George's car. So, with that, one race left to go in the season. Red Bull has locked up the Constructors' Championship. And Verstappen has just about virtually locked up Drivers' Championship. But anything can happen. So, be sure to tune in to the next episode. Because I'm sure there's going to be some weird brand of hijinks going on, and you never know. But that's going to do it for us for this episode. Thanks so much for all the support, and thanks for watching today.